Hey guys, it's me. It's Queen Said Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Oh, don't forget, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might like it, and leave us a positive comment in the comment section. And don't forget to stick around because I've picked out some great comments to read to you guys from the comment section. So today we're going to talk about Aquarius and the warrior mentality. I was talking to an Aquarius in the comment section, and she said that Aquarius had this reputation for being like warrior, brutal, savage. You know, some people talk about it all the time. Argumentative, cuss you out, might kick your ass, you know. And she was like, what is the deal with Aquarius and this warrior mentality? Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you, Aquarius are not a sign that really wants to fight. We're not a sign that loves to fight, and that's just our thing. Usually, we do most of our fighting in our youth, and most Aquarius, it's not so much that we like to fight, it's that if you take it there, it's took. Okay? I saw a meme one time and it said, Aquarius are not fighters, but they will punch your lights out. That is that common Aquarius contradiction. Yet another one. We have a lot of them, and that's one of them. Aquarius are not fighters, but if we have to fight, we'll handle our business. You might start it, but the Aquarius will finish it. Okay? The Aquarius is not the type, in most cases, that's going to instigate a fight, but they will go crazy on you. They will snap on you. A lot of us will go warrior on you if you attack us or somebody that we care about. There are a lot of savage Aquarius. I will give you that. But like I said before, it's not something that we usually intend to be or intend to do. We're just fiercely protective of ourselves and others, mostly others. So attacking an Aquarius or attacking somebody or something we care about is not a good idea. We have a strong sense of justice, just like Libras. So if something isn't right, and you do something to us or somebody else that we care about. Remember, we have our humanitarian causes. If you hurt one of our causes, man, that's when that Aquarian anger comes out. A lot of Aquarius do have bad tempers, but again, it is triggered by something. It's not like most of us don't just walk around looking and trying to instigate fights. We have more of a, I wish a mother effer would. Okay? It's more that mentality. I wish you would. So if somebody do something, you know, it's like, if you do something. But if you don't do nothing, the Aquarius is back. The Aquarius is at peace. So it's kind of strange because a lot of people ask me about that because they assume that Aquarius, a lot of people who've seen an Aquarius go off. If somebody's seen an Aquarius go off, or if somebody has seen an Aquarius snap, get into a fight, something like that, people assume that we are vicious because our tongue can be. And they assume that we are these warriors. But the truth of the matter is that we go to war when we have to, not because we want to or it pleases us to. Aquarius would be actually more happy with a utopia kind of vision. We are more idealistic kind of, you know, in the mind. We have these wonderful ideas about, you know, how things should be. So we would love things to be how our utopian mind tells us they can be. People can be happy and free, you know, that's what's going on in our mind. We would like to see, you know, whatever our version is of Utopia, because we all have it figured out a little bit differently. But most of us have that idea in our mind, and that's really what we would rather have than having to fight and go into warrior mode. But that temper is there, that warrior mode is there underneath the surface, and if need be, it will raise up. You guys know I always call myself a dragon. And I always tease people when I talk about that, and I talk about how my dragon is sleeping. She's sleeping. She's usually asleep, you know? And this is how come I personally don't get into arguments with people. If somebody starts saying something crazy to me, I just stop having the conversation. It takes two to argue. So I just stop talking. You can talk to yourself. And I just leave the situation because I know if they push me too far, and most people are going to push you too far. Most people don't know when to leave well enough alone. So I know if they push me too far, the dragon's going to wake up, and then I'm going to be stuck trying to put it back to sleep. Because mind you, now I got to deal with my blood pressure. Now I got to deal with my attitude. Now I got to deal with the fact that I want to kill you. You know, I got to deal with that. I saw a meme that said, I go from 0 to prison real fast. Yeah, that's me. So I'm the one that got to deal with that. So I don't let people take me there. If I see them trying to go there, I get off the ride. Because when I get arrested, nobody's going to care what they did. They're not going to care that they was poking the bear. They're not going to care about that. Anybody out there that's ever been in a situation where they snapped, nobody cared why you responded the way you responded, except for people that really loved you or people who believe in justice. Everybody else cared about how you responded. You snapped out, how you looked, what you said, what you did. But they don't say, oh, well, this person was poking them. This person was goading them into a fight. Nobody's going to say that when you're in the back of the paddy wagon with your handcuffs on. Nobody seems to remember that part at that second. So, as an Aquarius and somebody who is very conscious of my own dragon, I make sure that I don't allow that to happen as best as I possibly can. So that warrior instinct is there, but I think it's more innate in Aquarius. It's something that's just there and it comes out as need be. So most of the time, there is no need for the dragon. You know, most of the time, I'm able to get around and the dragon remains asleep. Okay? So that's Aquarius and the warrior mentality. It's something that comes out of us when need be. We are definitely fighters. And like I said earlier, when I talked about our fighting instinct, it usually comes out the most when we're younger. I had a harder time with my temper when I was younger than I do now. Some of that is age, some of that is wisdom, some of that is coping mechanisms, you know, learning, you know, how to stay away from my triggers and things like that. But I think that that's where the age part comes in at. It's experience, it's life experiences. You've lost your temper so many times, or you've snapped out, or you've had injustice happen around you so many times that you learn how to deal with it from a different place. Okay? All right, let's read some of my favorite comments. All right, number one came from Erica Hertzberg. Erica Hertzberg subscribed a week ago. Welcome. Erica said, oh my God, yes, exactly. People are so quick to discount anything that is associated with New Age or the occult, quotes, as fake. And it doesn't just go for astrology, especially in the medical field. I was so distrustful of ancient herbal remedies from my culture for the longest time, until I realized that I was whitewashed and westernized. Anyway, you are wonderful. And P.S. your niffler is so cute. Where is he at? He's back there somewhere. I don't see him today. My niffler. I love my niffler. He's back there. I just don't know where. But thank you so much. Also, you're 100% correct. People always think that anything to do with astrology, herbal medicine, those kind of things have no place in society. They're whack, they're occult, they don't work, they're this, they're that. But the truth is, a lot of this stuff does work. That's the truth. But because the Surgeon General didn't tell them that, and there's a reason for that, they don't realize that. The Surgeon General is not going to tell you that there are other things that work, because the Surgeon General wants you to buy into corporate pharmaceutical scheme. So if they tell you that herbal remedies work, for example, and which ones work, if they teach the doctors that at school, it takes away from their profit. It's all about money. And when it comes to like astrology and things like that, that kind of stuff, most of the time, is because they don't know. You have to really research these kind of things to know what they are. Thank you so much for your comment. Madonna Saad said, totally accurate. I knew early on that I had to wait to have a face-to-face with Aquarius if and when an issue arises. Makes it much harder to run away from me. Laugh out loud. If you have an issue with an Aquarius, we do have the tendency to not want to have emotional conversations. So if it's a conversation that's going to be highly emotional, especially if it's one that we think is pointless, or it's one that's going to make us really upset, we will, a lot of us anyway, will dodge we'll dodge those conversations. We'll put them off. So getting us face to face is smart. Getting us face to face and looking us in the eye, staying really calm and logical is smart. I agree with that 100%. All right, guys, it's time for me to get going. Let me see. Was that the last one? Yep, that was the last one. So if you would like to get a reading done, please email me and I will hook you up with an appointment. Come back soon because I have a lot more to say. See you later.